Who are the AUSA winners and what are their plans for next year?
How did the grounds crew keep up with the record-breaking 130 inches of snow this winter?
And we hear from you. What did you do to survive the Arctic temperatures?
Plus, a look at what's ahead on campus this week.
Along with your weather forecast.
AU News starts right now.
This is AU News.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of AU News. I'm Emmanuel Leonard.
And I'm Stephanie Racinos. AU News is a production of the Advanced News Writing class in the Department of Communication. The winners of the Andrews University Student Association elections were announced, and it's a historic cast of all women. Justin Walker caught up with the ladies who give us a preview of what they're working on for next school year.
The election results for next year's AUSA officers were announced on February 14th, and already the winners have hit the ground running. Just a few days after the announcement, the all-women team met and began hammering out some of their plans. President-elect Livy Knott, who won off of the platform of We, has made sure her plans right now are simple.
I plan to make people feel welcome and feel proud of where they are.
Whereas incoming Executive Vice President Afia Asamoah, whose main responsibility involves leading the Senate, which represents the students when bringing up issues to the school board, says she's looking for good sense.
I want to find the hardworking leaders who are enthusiastic about the job.
As for Religious Vice President Adrienne Magzapok, she plans to continue building on the initiatives started by current President Kevin Wilson.
I would definitely like to meet with the people who are involved in the current initiatives that Kevin has started and meet with them and cast visions with them, dream with them, and also gather a team of people who I would like to dream with for making personal spirituality matter again.
One of the things is probably do a lot of more community service things.
That's Lily Galindo, Social Vice President who ran unopposed in the election.
Like the community, for example, right now something that's going on is the zombie gang. Like the AU apocalypse, that's making people meet each other that have never even seen each other. So I want to do more things like that involves everyone.
Student Movement Editor Melody Rossman also ran unopposed and has big dreams for this upcoming school year.
I want to hit really big things that everyone's talking about. I really want to make waves with this that when I'm done, people will remember this year is a year that the students of Andrews all came together and spoke.
The coming together and building community is a message Livy approves.
Thank you to everyone who voted, and thank you just for coming to Andrews. I'm proud of who we are.
This is Justin Walker for AU News.
We don't have to tell those of you in our area it's been a brutal winter. Sub-zero temperatures, record amounts of snowfall. It's the Grounds and Transportation Department's job to keep the roadways and walkways clear. Here's Eloise Ravel with an inside look at the Grounds Department and how they managed this very difficult season.
It's been a challenging winter for everyone, to say the least. While most of us hurried to our classes, staying outdoors for as little time as possible, there was one department that took the brunt of the storms. Michael Vilwalk, manager of the Arboretum and Grounds Department, says that Andrews has received over 135 inches of snowfall so far, the most they've ever had since they began keeping records in 1979.
Because we've not only received a record amount of snow for a complete winter, but we've also not had those meltdowns so that we have room for the snow to go.
They also face challenges getting their supplies.
The barges, because of the frozen Lake Michigan, have had a very challenging time of getting to the port in Burns Harbor to supply the people who use it. So we did get a load from Indiana that was trucked up here for us to get by. The salt, which we use on entryways and sloped handicap walkways and entrances, has went from $6 a bag to $9, in some cases $10 a bag.
Brendan Offenbach is completing his master's degree in music performance while working as a student worker at the Grounds Department. Brendan is one of the people who clears the 14 miles of sidewalk and the hundreds of entranceways on and off campus.
As we plow the snow, you can see all the sidewalks here that have to be covered, and what you can't see are areas of entryways as much. So there's a lot of entryways and sidewalks that have to be just cleaned off. There are days like this year where we just had so much snow and wind drifting that it'll take 2 days to clean it up. We'll spend the first day just opening the doors so people can get in, and then the second day we'll come back and open it completely so the sidewalk is entirely clear.
Even though the winter has produced challenges, everyone at Grounds is staying positive.
I think the most important thing to learn here is that this is about service for other people. It's important to make sure people are safe where they go and to keep them going where they need to on time and without too much interference with the severe weather that we've had this year.
Besides the record snowfall and code, we also had 4 snow days, something unheard of in AU history.
Here's what's happening on our campus this week. The Andrews University Wind Symphony will host a Vespers concert this Friday night at the Howard at 7:30 p.m. And on Saturday, March 1st, it's the quiz show AUIQ, the Andrews version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire at Johnson Gym. Make sure to come out.
Your weather for the next few days. Although the days are steadily inching towards spring, the temperature seems to be stuck in mid-January. There is a chance of snow on Friday, but it should be cleared by Sabbath, only to start again on Sunday. Monday is predicted to be in the low 20s, but the sun should be peeking through with only partial clouds in the forecast. The highs for this week are 30 degrees on Friday and staying relatively warm at 36 degrees on Sabbath. Then the temperatures fall back to 19 degrees on Sunday, barely moving up to 21 degrees on Monday. So bundle up, folks. It doesn't seem like Old Man Winter will be leaving anytime soon.
Our final story is, of course, the weather. It's been on everyone's mind, and so we took to the streets on campus to find out how you've braved this winter.
How do I cope with winter?
The way I cope with the winter is not coping at all.
Well, to be honest, I'm not really coping with winter.
Is it winter? I didn't even notice.
I'm not really coping. I'm more surviving than I am coping.
I just imagine that I'm back in Dominican Republic every day.
Had 5 snow days in like 2 weeks. That's never happened.
A lot of layers, and the chief thing is to remember that it won't last forever. Praise God.
In our previous broadcast, we regret that we erroneously reported that Heather Thompson Day teaches at Lake Michigan College when it's Southwestern Michigan College.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Thanks for joining us for another edition of AU News. We look forward to seeing you back here again. Have a great day and God bless.
See you next time on AU News.